What's up world, it's your boy Drew Marcy here for How to Rap, and in this video we're going to show you the 4 fastest ways to learn how to rap. As someone who's been coaching rappers online from around the world for more than half a decade at this point, one of the most common questions I get is how do you teach somebody how to rap? So I figured it's a good topic to discuss for you if you're trying to learn how to rap and become an artist yourself, or you're just a fan of the culture and are interested in how we do it. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm your host, Drew Marcy, and this is How to Rap. Now, before we begin, I just want to let you know that we have just started building the How to Rap Dictionary, a free resource, a free spreadsheet that's going to be growing over the next year with all of the words and definitions you'll need in order to know how to rap, how to learn how to rap, how to get good at rapping fast, all the phrases, flow, cadence, all that you want to know. Now, we just started it, but if you sign up right now, you'll get free access for life. So I'll put that in the video description box below as the first link. But let's get into the list. First fastest way to learn how to rap is to rap in front of other people. Rap in public. Now, there's no order to this list. All of these are the fastest way to learn how to rap, but this might be overall pound for pound the fastest way to learn how to rap. By rapping in front of other people and in public, you're going to force yourself to learn very quick through muscle memory the physical or physiological skills that are required to perform rap at a high level, both in the live sense, the live show sense, and in the recording studio setup. When you're rapping around different groups of people, sometimes small, sometimes large, you're gonna be required to project your voice properly, have various vocal tonalities to keep the audience engaged, stay on beat consistently, write lyrics that appeal to a crowd, move your body around in an entertaining way, use commanding body language, and many other skills that will be useful for you as a human being, let alone as a possible performer of music. Now, before you even ask in the comments, let me just give you 3 quick tips to get better at performing in front of other people and rapping in public. First, bring a portable Bluetooth speaker with you every time you leave the house. When I was first learning how to rap, I always made sure to have one of those portable Bluetooth speakers that I could link up to my belt or just put into my pocket, so that anytime somebody asked me to rap, especially once I got the tag around my area as somebody who's rapping or a rapper, anytime they asked, I would have high quality instrumentals to rap over. And while rapping a cappella or without a beat is obviously a skill you want to have, it's much better, especially when you're learning how to rap, which is the point of this video. When you're learning how to rap, it's much better to be forcing yourself to practice with an instrumental with a rhythm, and the people are more likely to enjoy it if it's over a beat that they already know. Additionally, when you're playing a beat while you're rapping in public or in a group of people, it's going to encourage a crowd of people to form around you, right? If you see somebody just rapping to somebody without a beat, and you're not sure if they're doing poetry or just getting angry, but when there's a beat playing out of a nice speaker on the side, more likely you're going to want to go check it out as a potential crowd member. And of course, when you're learning how to freestyle, you're going to always want to have beats on deck to go off the top with, which is the second tip for rapping in public, right? Learn how to freestyle. Yes, you should learn how to freestyle, or go off the top, as we might say. The ability to rap about anything that's around you or any situation you find yourself, any environment, any city you're in, right? Whatever it is an extremely important skill in improving your rap skills quickly and learning the mechanics of how to rap. And while you could become a dope rapper without learning the fast, spontaneous nature of freestyling off of the top, of course, many famous artists do not know how to freestyle off the top. Why make it harder for yourself, especially if you're trying to learn how to rap quickly, right? If you're trying to improve your skills very quickly, why not use one of the quickest ways to teach yourself flow, to teach yourself thinking of rhymes quicker, to teach yourself how to perform in person, things like that. Now, this video is not all about freestyle rap and going off the top. I'm gonna leave that to other videos that we have, such as the playlist we made called How to Freestyle Rap, which you can find by going to the video description box below. And the third way to improve rapping around other people is convince your friends to rap with you. Believe it or not, a lot of your homies will rap with you if you put it into a fun context, right? Now, most most of your friends are not gonna wanna be famous rappers, but that doesn't mean they won't necessarily rap with you. In the same way, they probably don't wanna be an athlete, like a professional athlete, but they'll throw the ball around, you know what I mean? They'll play some pickup games with you. If you're a little bit older, if you're of age, easiest way to do this is just get buzzed with them, get faded with them. You'd be surprised at how many of my friends have kind of stuffy 9-to-5 jobs, and after a few, extracurriculars, we're able to convince them to have fun and start rapping, because it's just a creative, fun thing to do with the homies. You playing video games or whatever, throw some beats on, you already nice, and they'll be willing to do it. If you're a little bit younger, right, the best way to do it is kind of show your younger friends that it will get you attention in school, attention from girls. A lot of people will mess with you harder in school, so you'll get cool points, which is really important to younger people and people in school. Easiest way to go about doing that is perfect at least 1 or 2 verses before you show your friends that you're learning how to rap, right? So of course you want to watch channels like this, subscribe with notifications, do the advice that we give, write a dope verse, do all this stuff in preparation for when you're finally like, yo, I'm gonna bust a rap. And then you do it and it's actually hot, then your friends are gonna see how cool you look and how many points you can get in school, so that they'll want to do it with you as well. So definitely my biggest tip for you younger rappers is get good enough to impress some friends or impress somebody at the cafeteria, as we like to say, and then your friends will be more likely to at least rap with you a little bit, so that maybe they can get good enough to impress those same people at school. Fastest second way to learn how to rap is write to the beat, pick a beat and write to it, and create your own rhymes. This is extremely, extremely crucial, right? And there's 2 parts to this, right? The first part of this is often what you'll hear, the first question when people learn how to rap is, do I write lyrics while I'm in the car, when I'm at school, whatever, and then try to find a beat to fit them to, or do I write to the beat initially? I will tell you straight up from personal experience doing this, coaching rappers, let alone being a rapper myself, coaching rappers for over 5 years, you always want to write to the beat. Pick a beat and write to it. Do not try to write lyrics in the shower and then just try to find a beat to fit to them, puzzle piece the thing. It ain't gonna work. 99.9% of the time, it's gonna sound awful, right? If you're trying to square peg, round hole the thing, because all beats and instrumentals follow a certain rhythmic structure, a certain tempo, meter, different music theory ideas we'll talk about in a second, but they follow a certain consistent tempo. And when you're writing without that tempo, without that rhythm, the words and the syllables that you're choosing are not going to be in line with whatever beat that you're choosing, and it's gonna sound awful. I can say, when I first started coaching rappers, I was learning how to coach in the same way they were learning how to rap, and I would get these artists where I'd be like, why are your bars always 3 to 4 beats late in comparison to the beat? Why does it sound so weird? And they would often tell me, well, I had these lyrics from back in the day and I just found a beat, right? And I started to realize, oh, okay, your syllables are off because your syllables that you wrote with your words have no relation to the actual beat. Now, again, this video isn't going to be all about specific syllables in relation to the beat, but we do have a video all about how to stay on beat, how to count syllables, how to count out the beat, and I will put that in the video description box as well. The second aspect is thinking of your own rhymes. In other words, don't use rhyming dictionaries if you're trying to learn how to rap quickly, at least at a high level. Now, this is a point of contention in the rap education, how to rap channels. Some channels are gonna tell you, yeah, use a rhyming dictionary. It's like training wheels and things like that. But I personally, in my coaching philosophy, I'm against it for 2 main reasons. First, part of the reason I got into rap and I enjoy writing rhymes is the creative challenge of thinking of new, unique rhymes as compared to other rappers. That's part of the fun to me. For me personally, using a rhyming dictionary to write your verse is like 1 step away from damn near having a ghostwriter. You're basically using somebody else to be creative, which for me is not fun. That's the reason I'm in a creative art like rap. Secondly, one of the main reasons I'm not into them is because all of my favorite rappers and probably your favorite rappers never used a rhyming dictionary. I can guarantee Eminem does not use a rhyming dictionary. Kendrick Lamar does not use a rhyming dictionary. Jay-Z, Nas, Tupac, all the favorite rappers that almost anyone has, they don't use rhyming dictionaries because part one, like they enjoy the creative challenge, and that's part of your skill as a rap artist. Now, number 3 to help build your skills as a rap artist and to learn how to rap quickly is you will definitely benefit if you have some prior music education or music experience. Now again, as I was learning how to become a rap coach, I would discover these things that you wouldn't know unless you had a bunch of artists showing you their attempts at rap with no teaching in the past. One thing I noticed is most rappers, when they come after rapping for like 2 or 3 months, when they come to me, they'll have to work on their flow, how to stay on beat, all the syllable stuff that we talked about. But every once in a while, like every 5th artist, you get somebody that only been rapping for like a month, maybe it only written like 1 or 2 verses, and their flow and the rhythm of the words would be perfectly on beat. I can remember one crazy example where she wasn't your stereotypical rapper, to say the least. She was a white girl from the state of Utah here in the United States. She had only been rapping for maybe 1 or 2 months. I heard her rap and it was perfectly in sync. It was perfectly on beat. And I was like, yo, like, how do you only been rapping a month, like, how do you know how to stay so on beat? Like, I've never seen anything like this. Homegirl told me that, well, I don't know, but I used to play drums as a kid. Like, I was a drummer in middle school, etc. And I quickly realized that if you have played an instrument or had some kind of musical training, anything with music theory that requires you to learn things like tempo, rhythm, meter, all of those nerdy words you hear in music class, all of those things you learn will stand to give you benefits later on, right? We at How to Rap like to say that flow, right? Flow, rap flow, is just drum patterns in word form. So that means that the rhythm with which you choose to put your words over the beats is much like a drum and actually can be converted into a drum pattern if you really get down to it. So if you play drums or if you played guitar, which also requires a fair amount of rhythm, or even some singing experience can really help you learn how to rap quicker. Now again, if you want to hear a little bit more about the definition of flow and other words that you're hearing in this video, of course, just check that dictionary in the video description. And the last fastest way to get good at rap is listen to a variety of rap styles 24/7. While it may seem obvious that you need to listen to a lot of rap in order to be a good rapper, in the same way you gotta listen to a lot of different guitar licks and solos and stuff like that to get good at guitar, you'd be surprised at how many rap fans and potential rappers that I see who only listen to 1, 2, 3 rappers over and over and over again to kind of stand mentality. Now, there's nothing wrong with having your favorite artists and listening to them a ton. What music fan doesn't? But if you're trying to learn how to rap quickly, you need to listen to a variety of styles, even sometimes rappers that you don't listen to all the time for pleasure, or they're not really in your favorite MCs ever or anything like that. So often when a student comes to me and I say, well, who inspired you to rap? Who do you listen to most of the time? And they can only list like 3 people, like Eminem, G-Eazy, Kendrick Lamar. That's all I listen to, or that I like that, or I like 5 songs total. Usually that artist is gonna find it hard to learn how to rap very quickly. They can do it, it might just take 5 to 10 years because they're only listening to 1, 2, 3 styles of rap, and they're not incorporating a lot of those different rhythms and flows that we're discussing. Now, my biggest tip to fix this, and this is something I did myself, is when I hear the name of a rapper who I've never heard before as far as their music, when I hear the name of a rapper 3 times or more, I listen to at least 1 album of their music. When I listen to them, I'm not necessarily listening because I think that they're gonna become my favorite artist or anything like that. I'm just listening because this artist has been good enough or considered good enough by the public to be mentioned to me multiple times. And I just wanna be aware of the different styles of rap that are coming along. And maybe there'll be some trickle down effects at some point for me as a rapper, knowing many, many more artists and kind of how they handle the beat and bring their style to it. So let's review the main points we learned here today very quickly. First, rap in public, rap around other people. This will help teach you many of the physically intense skills required to rap with confidence, as well as learning how to gain fans quickly. Secondly, write to the beat and create your own rhymes, right? So write to the beat so the syllables you choose will sync up with the rhythmic structure of the instrumental, and avoid those rhyming dictionaries if you want it to be creative at all. Number 3, have prior music education education and experience if possible. Pay attention in music class. And if you play an instrument, it is gonna help you learn how to rap. And last, listen to a variety of different rap styles 24/7. Don't just limit your listening to just rappers you like or rappers you think are good. Speed up your development by listening to other rappers. That is today's video. Be sure to check our free dictionary in the first link in the video description box below to learn some more words. As always, I like to end these videos with a question. What one artist or one song inspired you to learn how to rap? I'll put the question in the comments. I look forward to your responses. I'm the big homie Drew. I've been your host. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.